If you don't have land, no problem. If you don't have the product, no problem. We could have not picked a better day to start foraging for winter berries. Got some Funyuns. The house right behind me, I just had spoke to the owner, and basically I asked if I could cut a bush in their front yard, and I even told him I would pay for them. He said, I don't care, you can cut as much as you want. We've already got everything that we want this year. Now we're gonna go over here and pick the most profitable crop that you could pick in the middle of winter. Some of you have probably seen me post this on Instagram or Facebook under Windy Brook Ridge, our farm name. But as for me, I'm about to start cutting this thing up and to see what I can get from yield. I'm taking a trip back to the car because I forgot to shut the back hatch. Every time we do that, it will kill the battery and I'll be stuck here with no way to get back. All right, here it is. This is an ilex bush, otherwise known as a winterberry. Here's the thing, people cannot get enough of this bush. Wouldn't you like to have a product that they cannot get enough of? The winterberry is sitting right on the side of the road. It is right beside of a creek. That's where you're always going to find it. And you always want about 6 hours plus of sunlight. I want you to make yourself very included in this video here. How many bunches of five stems and one bunch to equal at least 24 inches or greater? How many bunches on this bush do you think there is? I want you to comment below. Then also, I want you to tell me how much of the price that you think this bush is going for after you had those bunches. Let me know in the comments, and please put it, because I want you to see something that it's on the sides of the road and you're literally passing up money from somebody's house on the side of the road. You just have to be willing to talk to the people. You didn't have to own the land. You didn't have to even take care of the bush. All you had to do is find it right around and drink some coffee, whatever you do to pass time. And here it is. So let's start cutting. I've got 2 bunches already cut, almost a third one, and you can see that they're in bunches of 5 beside of a creek, 6 hours or more of sunlight, and we'll just keep cutting this and see what happens. A little bit of an update here. I've been here around 30 minutes now, and I had spoke to the owner up at the top there. I had gotten everything ready over at the car, and I had came down to the bush to make sure that it was able to cut. Now after all of that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bunches so far done. And look closely how I'm bunching these. I have them bunched in 5, have a rubber band at the lower part, have a rubber band at the upper part. And what I do to make sure everything is good is I cut all of the small nodes off the side if it has small branches coming out, just for a cleaner look. Then I can stack them in 5-gallon buckets when I need to. And then also the wholesalers like them better that way when you're going in to sell. So you have 4 bunches right there that I can just grab up very quickly and take in. I bet you're wondering about the price now. Here's the winterberries, just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Now, give me an update of what you think this bush is costing. So I'm here 25 to 30 minutes really. And then you look back at the bush, I've gotten 4 off of it, a little bit here on the ground, and there's still a ton left over. I'm not gonna tell you the price yet. I'll let you keep guessing on that, but until we can get around it, I need to go ahead and cut some more of this. So that's what we're gonna do. Another thing that you'll have to watch for is that sometimes it'll have little leaves left on it. You don't wanna start picking this stuff until after your last hard frost, because then there'll be too many leaves on it and too much work, and it's not worth it. One little side note for you, I hope you like berries all in your shirt, because that's exactly where they go, all mashed in and stuff. When you're trying to shake those trees up, shaking them, trying to cut the branches out, actually I think no, I don't have one. I thought I had one in there, but you could see me there. It's crazy. They'll get mashed up and then you'll have them all down in your shoes. Everywhere you have a crack at, you'll have a berry at. As I started to cut these, people all around just break their necks and look at me as they're riding by. You know what that led me to think? Is that creating a competition-free environment is the most important and key part to this. I can show you on 2 fingers who around here does this. Me and my mentor. You don't see anybody else on the sides of the road cutting this to sell to wholesalers, retailers, or even just to make wreaths or any other type of product. I had posted about my course that I have been establishing for the last 3 months. I'm literally showing you how to make hundreds of dollars a day on the side of the road. You know what today's overhead is? Pruners. A bag of rubber bands. We're doing something entirely different that nobody else is doing. And I bet wherever you're at, there's only far and few between that's doing exactly what I'm doing. One-on-one coaching, it's right here, right now. Click the link in the description if you're interested in talking with me to build a business for yourself before spring. And matter of fact, before the winter's even over. Or do you just want to pass this bush up when you ride down the road because you wanted to go to your 40-hour job and you didn't want to make a couple of $100s in a few hours when you only made a couple of $100s in 40 hours? It's starting to rain on me a little bit. It's progress though. I think I've got 14 right at the moment. 14 at the moment right there. I've got some scrap stuff. Every time I come to a job, I try to clean everything behind me. I still got a lot to go. The longer you can get these stems, the better off you'll be, the easier it is to sell. Even when you go to a retail shop. Sometimes they want a little bit smaller, and that's okay, you can cut, but you can't add. So altogether, I had cut 25. One bush, one stop, 25 bunches. How much does that add up to? Not bad for $375 on 2 hours of a little bit of work here, and they're already sold.